Hi Mum, you do everything for everyone else. Let me help you make your life easier. Quick, short information to make you empowered and remind you why you are so important. Because if you don't know what's on the menu, how can you choose what's right for you? Hi, I'm Alina, Director of my private practice Supportive Therapy, an everyday Aussie mum trying not to lose my biscuits at my kids. As a mental health professional, I'm here to share my secrets so no other mother feels alone or powerless. Knowledge is power, and I want you to be powerful. Think of it like I'm your mindset coach through all of this. Everything is backed by science and psychology. I believe in you, and I want you to be the best version of yourself. To be happy and to feel in control, you need to be mentally strong. Hello everyone, and welcome to Mentally Strong Mums. And so this week we're talking about managing holiday stress as well as expectations. And expectations can be huge because whether you realize it or not, we all have an expectation. And sometimes they can be broken, sometimes they can be enhanced. But if you put so much expectations on yourself or how other people will be, sometimes that can then exacerbate stress. So the holiday season is supposed to be a time of joy, connection and celebration. But for many mums, it often feels like the complete opposite because it's a whirlwind of stress, endless to-do lists, as well as overwhelming expectations. And as I've said before, especially for a lot of households, mums are the CEOs. So we're the ones that have to manage everything, organize everything. It doesn't happen if mum doesn't do it, okay? And for a lot of people, that's the reality of mums. Some mothers don't have it like that, and it can be a fair balance. In some households, the father can hold the majority of the load. So even though I am saying that, it's an overgeneralization and not specific to every single household. So understanding if you are the CEO as a mum, understanding coordinating family gatherings, even if you get on with your family or even your in-laws, if you are a separated parent or a widowed parent and you are alone, and sometimes even without your children. And sometimes this could be the first year without your children during the holidays. So if we have expectations that I want everything to be magical, perfect, especially within the financial constraints, mums can face a significant pressure that sometimes they put on themselves to deliver a perfect holiday. And even if we don't leave, you just want to be able to have a perfect break at your own home, okay? And sometimes if you're a working mum, your kids are still in out of school care or some kind of external care while you're still working as well, which is very difficult. And if you're a mum, either in the retail or hospitality, sometimes you're working over these holidays, these huge days like Christmas and Boxing Day or New Year's. So understanding as well that this pressure can be compounded by social media, which can often portray idealized versions of holiday celebrations, leaving many feeling like they're failing short. Have you ever seen those Instagram where they're all wearing matching pajamas and stuff? Do you know? That's a no pressure, right? So holiday stress just isn't emotional. It can also then take a toll on your physical health as well, leading to exhaustion, sleep disturbances, and even burnout. So this is like the most common time of year to be feeling that end of year burnout, and not even for mums, also for kids, right? So the truth is, the pursuit of perfection during the holidays often robs us of what the season is really about: connection, rest, and joy. And sometimes if you have a Grinch over Christmas and they were like, well, it's a commercialized holiday and there's too many expectations on presents. Well, can we understand what this season actually is for, no matter where your demographic, what your religion is, what your beliefs are? It should really be about connection, rest, and joy. And so how can I prioritize these three things, right? So in this episode, we're going to unpack how to manage holiday stress, reframe unrealistic expectations, as well as prioritizing what truly matters for you. And I'm also going to use this term, it's called generational legacy. What generational legacy do you want to leave your kids? Okay. And what things, so especially those three things that I just said, being able to connection, rest, and joy over food or perfect family gatherings or presents, right? Connection, rest, and joy. So, me and myself, with my perfectionism, especially when I was a young mum that I was trying to impress the in laws, right? So, I wanted to be able to host a Christmas for all of my extended family. So, in my mind, I envisioned a flawless day, perfectly decorated tree, a feast fit for a magazine spread. And I used to get all those free magazines with all the food ideas in it, right? Happy kids enjoying all of these carefully chosen gifts that I've been able to give them. And for me, it was like quantity gifts over quality. Do you know? Spending weeks planning, staying up for such a long time, being able to do it, spending so much on the food to be able to be perfect, all of the toys, all of that kind of stuff, right? By the time the big day arrived, I was so exhausted, fatigued, and burnt out that I was irritable, cranky, that I couldn't even enjoy it, right? And because of that, no one really enjoyed the food. The kids just ripped through the presents, and it wasn't anything that I thought it would be, right? So I was really disappointed because I'd put so much pressure on myself to have this perfect expectation and dinner. Look at me, I'm a real mother. Do you know? Because sometimes as a mum, I feel like a fraud a lot of the time. Look, I am a good mum. I can cook. I can put on this and make everyone happy. You know what? I am not a good cook. If I can just do a whole lot of entrees and crackers and cheese and biscuits. That's pretty much me wrapped up in a bag. But back then, that was one of the most exhausting, awful Christmases because I wasn't even present to be able to do it. And then I was resentful of everyone around me because they were having fun. They were hanging out with my kids, and I felt like I was slaving in the kitchen, and it was just awful, right? It doesn't matter. But if you have a look into the research as well, the science of holiday stress, and I'm pretty sure this isn't going to be a shocker to a lot of us, right? So there's a report from the Psychological Healthcare that 34% of Aussies feel more stressed during the Christmas period compared to other times of the year, right? That's a no-brainer. So 24% expressing concerns about their mental health during this season. And you can completely understand that it's the financial strain, the family conflicts if everyone's not a happy family, right? As well as the pressure to meet societal expectations. These are the leading contributors to this stress. The psychological impact of holiday stress obviously can be profound. Leads to heightened anxiety, irritability, and then sometimes when you do go past that anxiety, you then sometimes float into that depression or parasympathetic pause in your nervous system, right? So your physical symptoms are fatigue, headaches, muscle tension. Imagine every day just getting a headache and you're like, this is so annoying, I haven't drunk enough water. No, it's called stress, mum. You're the CEO, right? On a deeper level, the stress of the season often triggers perfectionism, okay? Trying to be the best mum or trying to do it all, especially if you're really competitive and you've gone through a separation and you haven't found a partner yet, but your ex has found a partner with a perfect family with all of their stuff. Woo, right? It's a mindset that not only increases stress, but also diminishes our ability to enjoy the present moment. It's literally impossible to be in the present if you're overly anxious and overwhelmed, okay? It's then that dissociation, derealization, and depersonalization. If you don't know what they are, Google them or ChatGPT them. You don't know how to ChatGPT, listen to my episode on ChatGPT, right? So psychologists emphasize the importance of setting boundaries, practicing mindfulness, and you can't practice mindfulness if you're dysregulated. It's almost impossible, okay? And letting go of all of these expectations and pressures and perfectionism that you put on yourself as a mum. Reframing the holiday season as a time for connection rather than performance is a key strategy for reducing stress and finding joy. And let me tell you, ladies, it took me a long time to be able to let go of all of that. So I'm only still new. I'm 10 years in, and it took me years and years and years. But I was always, even if everyone told me that everything was good and happy and Alina, just chill, just relax, man. I had such high expectations on myself that it didn't actually matter what other people said, or I was trying to force the kids, but yeah, but you love this. Come and do this. See what I've done. See, look at this. You should be happy. Look, no, let it be. Let them be. Your kids burn out too. They've had a big year. So these are a couple of actionable strategies to reduce the holiday stress, right? Number 1, set realistic goals within yourself. So this means accept that even though you might be the CEO, you can't do everything. Focus on what truly matters to you and your family. So quality over quantity. Prioritize your essential activities and don't hesitate to delegate tasks to others. Your kids just want to be with you and be happy. And if you're a stressed out, freaking out, losing your biscuits kind of mama, they're not going to want to be with you, and it's going to ruin everything because you're going to be so upset, right? Doesn't matter. Instead of cooking a huge elaborate meal, maybe like a potluck style or little baby canapes, or what do kids like? What's your favorite thing? Mini hot dogs. Awesome. Everyone gets their favorite meal on Christmas instead of the turkey and the ham and the seafood and the salads and the desserts. No, too far, too much, right? You need to reduce the burden of responsibility to allow you to focus on the meaningful aspects of your holiday rather than being overwhelmed by the logistics. This will also reduce resentment. So remember, resentment comes from the envy family. If you're envious, they all get that off the hook. They don't have any pressure, but you're putting it on yourself, right? Number 2, practice mindfulness. So being able to incorporate short mindfulness practices into your day to try and stay present and calm. So especially if you've got like 4 or 5 kids, they're all neurodiverse with all special needs or learning disorders or whatever it is, and then you're having troubles with the in-laws, and then you can't make everyone happy in this one. So you're going to need a couple of minutes time out for yourself, okay? So whether that be a literal putting yourself in time out, I'm just going to go to the bath. Oh, Mummy got to wee. Mummy got to wee. Leave me alone. Mummy got to wee. I know when they're little, especially, they find you. They follow you. But at least just finding a little moment just to, right? Even if you're wrapping gifts or cooking, putting on some music, be more present as actually what's happening, right? Focus on your breathing and notice your heart. Is your heart out of control, right? Being able to appreciate the moment. Mindfulness can help break the cycle of stress and allow you to reconnect with the joy of your season. And it's your season, it's your time, your family, right? And sometimes, even if I don't have my kids this Christmas, maybe I can go volunteer somewhere or join something like Country Women's Association or a women's shed or a volunteer service. So it kind of makes me feel connected, right? Number 3, boundaries, ladies. So politely decline invitations or commitments that do not align with your priorities or even your mental capacity, especially if you are a people pleaser. And if you don't know how to say no, it's either because you've got a hardcore people pleasing. Is that toxic people pleasing? Is that fear of punishment, whether it be real or perceived? Or is it lack of self-worth and self-esteem? Saying no is a powerful way to protect your energy. And you know what? If you can practice on your kids to say no and stick to your boundary and enforce it, you've got a better chance. So practice on your kids, right? So sometimes even if someone asks you to host an event or can we all come over, you're the person with the pool, let us all come over. It's hot, Australia. No, I don't want everyone over all the time, right? Maybe we could meet here instead, or maybe we're going to go camping that day. Do you know what I mean? So setting boundaries prevents overcommitment, and it's a huge source of holiday stress, right? It's not that big of a problem for me because I'm not that popular. So I don't get a lot of invites. So I'm kind of happy. But I've got some friends who are uber popular. And if I want to check in with them or catch up with them end of year, I literally have to book in with them months in advance. So understanding maybe quality versus quantity friends, what does that look like, especially with family members, okay? So especially with your kids and the people that are special in your life, even if you don't have a family, who are your chosen family? So I would love for any mums out there to share your own strategies for managing holiday stress that I haven't mentioned, okay? And we can do this to share with everyone how we all manage. So how do you set boundaries? How do you let go of perfectionism? So it'd be amazing if you could put this on social media as well, right? Mums, holidays aren't about perfection. It's about connection, love, and memories to the people who matter the most to us. Sometimes as well with mums, we really feel for our children and we really desire certain people or family members in their lives, even though it's upsetting for us. So how can we let go of unrealistic expectations, focusing on what really brings joy? How can you be, one of my mantras is cool as a cucumber. So when I'm feeling overwhelmed, cool as a cucumber. I'm cool as a cucumber because it will remind me cool as a cucumber, right? Your kids love you. They just want you happy. They don't care about all the stuff, all right? They just don't want you losing your biscuits, cranky, irritable, and angry. They just want to have fun, right? And I'm going to do another episode soon about mum jokes. So then at least you can then play that with your kids or save the mum jokes one a day so that you can then engage with your kids and be more fun and present and spontaneous, right? It's your holiday season too. You deserve to enjoy this season as much as everyone else, okay? Thank you so much for your time, mums. I hope you have a really, really lovely holiday season, whatever that looks like for you and however you celebrate it. But remember, you are very important. Learn how to respect and understand and listen to your body and what you need. And you don't need all the bells and whistles. Your kids just want you, you know. Have a great day. Bye. If you're hearing this message, you've listened to the entire episode, and for that, I want to thank you for your support. It takes me hours to research and create this for you, so I genuinely hope you enjoyed it and felt more mentally strong. If you have any suggestions or improvements, let me know because I'm always open for criticisms. If you have found my information useful, please leave a review and subscribe. So by leaving a review, it's a value exchange. It's good karma. I value your support just as much as you value my free information. So find me on Instagram and Facebook by searching Mentally Strong Mums, and I'm Aussie, so we're spelled MUM. And then you can find heaps of resources on www.mentallystrongmums.com. And this podcast is for you. So let me know what topics you would like to see covered in future episodes. And if yourself is a professional that is working with mums and would like to be a guest to help other mums be mentally strong, I would love to support you. So message me on Instagram on Mentally Strong Mums, MUMS, all one word. Thank you so much for your time. Have a wonderful day, you beautiful mum.